Okay, I think we are up. Let's see how long it takes before people start joining. So yes, it is Sunday night, and we're actually doing a live stream, just probably not the type of live stream you guys expected. What is happening, everybody? Let's see who is first to show up tonight. Let's see. Let's see here. JM. Hey, Sam. Armas Titanic. Jeffrey. Ozzy. No Q. No. I didn't get a chance to do a Q&A this evening. I didn't get a chance to do that. Yesta says, OMG. Hi. How are you doing? So I thought we would do, since you guys have been enjoying the Titanic wreck exploration series I was doing, I thought for tonight's live stream, I would jump back into this and do this live. And then we could take a look at the wreck together. We could talk about things. If there's anything in particular you guys would like me to... I think my chair's coming loose. But yeah, if there's anything that you guys would like me to check out for you guys on here, and we'll just hang out a little bit, and we might play some other games, something as well. Maybe jump into Titanic SOS afterwards if you guys would like to do that. I don't know if you guys would want to do that, but depending on how long the stream goes on, anyway. Brandon, first super chat of the night too. Thank you so much. I now 18. Do another bright side. Like it was your birthday. It was your 18th birthday. Awesome. Happy birthday. You want another bright side? Please don't. And FYI, if you see me looking over here, my second monitor's over here. So that's why I'm looking away from you guys. Let's see here. How crazy. I was just watching a new Doctor Who spinoff where they threw the Titanic back. Is Doctor Who still going on? I thought they canceled that. I thought that was over. Russell says, Sam, you know if you play Titanic SOS, I will follow you like last time if we played. Oh, hi, Russell. I see you. Okay, guys, so hey, welcome back to vROV Pilot, the amazing Titanic game that we have been checking out lately. We're going to do some wreck exploration, take a look around, go see some stuff, and let me know what you guys would like to see. And I might throw some questions your all's way to see if you guys know what I am looking at. Here we go. Let's see here. Good says, Sam, have you actually thought about visiting the actual Titanic? Yes, I have. I would love to visit the actual Titanic. Hold on a second. Let me make an adjustment. That music is so loud. Okay, let's turn that down. There we go. I know you guys can't hear it very good. By the way, how are the audio levels for you guys? Does everything sound all right? How does everything sound for you guys? Okay, as long as it's not the Titan. Uh-huh. All right, guys, so we are down, Caleb, toot young man. Oh, gosh, you're referencing, Britannic, the Britannic thing. Yeah, that was definitely interesting. Let's see here. From RMS Titanic. All right, guys, so here we are in front of the bow of the RMS Titanic. And we are coming up on the wreck right now. Henry says, I just joined the stream. Awesome. Welcome, Henry. So now, just to give you guys some context here, we are directly in front of the bow. If you look at the bottom right of the screen, you'll see it on the sonar. Let's change the... Geez, that music here. Can I just... That music is so annoying. Can I just turn it... Do I have to do it this way or can't? Yes, I do. All right. All right, now I can actually hear myself think. There we go. Okay, that music was so annoying. Okay, so we are directly in front of the Titanic. Now, I'm going to change the visuals just so you can see how close we are to the wreck, and it's going to blow your mind that we're this close and we still can't see it. So, yeah, there's the wreck right there, okay? That's the actual wreck, and with realistic lighting, it's still completely invisible. It is still absolutely completely invisible. So, we are moving in on the wreck. Mr. History says, Sam, have you seen the Britannic movie? I have not. Seeing her coming out of the darkness like a ghost ship still gets me every time. To see the sad ruin of the great ship at where she landed at 2:30 in the morning on April 15th, 1912, after her long fall from the world above. What did I just quote? What did I just quote? What was that? What did I just quote? What did I just quote? You are so full of crap, boss. Yeah, good job, Russell. Good job, Russell. Russell knew exactly what I was... Holy crap! Jeez Louise! Morgan, 139. Holy cow, man. Jeez Louise, what? Hold on, let me see. Let me see this. Good Lord. Hey brother, how are you doing? I just finished my first year of structural ironworking. If you have a Discord, can I send photos and videos? I downloaded this on Steam, but apparently I don't have the hardware for it, but apparently you don't have the hardware to run the game. Yeah, I don't know the exact tech requirements for it, but yes, I do have a Discord. The link for it is in all of my videos, so yeah, please. And let's see, you do download the game, but apparently not the hardware for it. You do structural ironworking. If you have this correct info, yeah, sure, please post your stuff. I do engineering stuff as well. Well, quality control, but that's engineering. But wow, thank you so much for that super chat. That means a lot. Holy cow. But yeah, hey, thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, there's an invite to my Discord and most of my videos. So just go there, click the link. But yeah, it'd be great to see you in there sometimes. And again, thank you so much for that super chat. Absolutely, holy cow, insane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here. Are we gonna do a quiz that I could do something. I didn't get a chance to make an actual Q&A this evening. FYI, next week we are going to have a regular live stream. I am gonna do it on Sunday, so you guys will have a shot at getting rid of Maritime's crown, but we might be able to do something this evening. All right, here's a quiz for you guys. Let's see how many of you all know this. Hang on, let's go ahead and change the visuals so you can see the entire rec. There we go. Okay. So, from this angle right here, okay, what part of the Titanic's bow is not the same as what we're seeing right here? There's something on the bow today. Something happened after this scan was made, and so it's different. What is different right now? RMS Titanic, railing, there we go. A JM says 12 funnels. Oh my gosh. A piece of the railing fell. Yes, the railing fell off. You are absolutely right. A piece of the railing right here, and you can actually see it. It's right here. So, this railing right here broke free and is now laying right around here. But you can see how it was coming off. You know, right here based on this scan. You can see how the railing is coming loose right now. So yeah, it was falling apart and it was collapsing during the last scan. You know, part of me wondered, I don't know the exact date the Magellan team came out to do this scan, but I'm pretty sure it was in 2021. I was wondering if it was possible if the shockwave from the Titan implosion could have knocked this railing off. You know, because like Mike Brady said that he thinks that somebody might have hit it with a submersible, which sure, that's possible. But how far away was the Titan from Titanic when it imploded? Like 1,300 feet or something. But I wondered if the shockwave from that implosion could have knocked it off. I don't know how strong the shockwave would have been when it reached the wreck. But it was just a thought. It was a thought. Maritime. Oh, hey, Sam. Hey, Maritime. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're doing something a little bit different this evening, but I wanted to do a live stream and just, yeah, so I just decided, I thought since everybody had been enjoying the Titanic wreck exploration series, we'd do a live stream of this evening. But, Maritime, next week, we are doing a regular live stream with a Q&A. So you better bring your game face, sir, because all these people here, they are ready to defeat you. So you better bring your game face. You better bring your game face. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There we go. All right, guys. So we're moving up. Here we're passing a crane. There's the Titanic center anchor right there. Sam, what did I send you on the DMs? Did you send me a DM? I didn't see it. All right. So, guys, just here's a little tiny tidbit of Titanic information for you guys. We talked about all this in my video, but you can see how dug in the bow is all the way up to the anchor. I'm really curious as to how intact the hull of the ship would be directly below the surface. I'm really, because I mean, I'm sure a lot of it is smushed in, but I'm wondering, so with the opening in cargo hatch number 1, I'm wondering if there have been any attempts to go as far forward as possible, because I'm wondering how much of the spaces in the front are still intact. Probably a lot, if I had to guess, to be honest with you. Russell says, I have a question if you don't mind. Does this scan have the first class heater that's on the forward well deck. Does it? I don't know. I actually don't know where that is. Where is that? We got another super chat from Morgan, 1399. Thank you. I posted the pictures on general. You'll see me in one of them. Don't know the last. Next time I'll be able to join one of your streams, but Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Morgan. I'll check it out after the stream, and thank you so much for all the support, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Ozzy says, where is cargo number 2 potato room? The potato room. Well, here are the other cargo hatches right here. These are the other cargo hatches that we're passing over right now. But there's a heater. Russell, there's a heater somewhere. I don't know where the heater would be on the wreck right now. I don't see anything. Let's see here. Sam, what's your favorite part about Minecraft? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a Minecraft expert. It's a fun game, I guess. Raptor says, Sam, where is the holy potato? Gone. Absolutely gone. Okay, so these passageways right here, we've never talked about these before, but there are some doorways right here that would have led down into the third-class common area. There was a third-class common area directly below the forward well deck, and that's where the there was a big party. Or no, it wasn't. It was, yeah, underneath it. But there was a big party there during the ship's last day, if I'm not mistaken. And this was also where you could get into the room where the anchors and everything were located. There were some small steam engines in there that would raise and lower the anchors. You could get to those. But yeah, they were right through this corridor right here. Let's see here. Gregory says, hey, Sam, this is for real. If you could pray, I get anxiety. Don't feel bad. All right, no problem. Hey, listen, I fully understand anxiety and all that. We all get it. So don't worry, man. But hey, you're in our prayers. And feel better, man. Just don't. If you have anxiety, here's my advice. Don't watch the news because all it does is make it worse. There was a period of time, this was a while back before I became aware of it, but there was a period of time where I was feeling a lot of anxiety, and I'm like, you know what? I'm watching the news too much. I stopped watching the news, and I felt a heck of a lot better. So that's the best advice I can give you. RMS Titanic says, hey, Sam, did you remember today is the anniversary of Pearl Harbor attack and the explosion of USS Arizona and the other ships? Yes, I am aware of that. I didn't have anything planned for that today, but I am fully aware that today is the anniversary of Pearl Harbor. That was a very, very sad and very, very dark day in American history. That's for darn sure. Okay, guys, pop quiz. Where am I right now? What is this area right here? Where am I right now? Where am I right now? Let's see here. All the potato. Are you guys still talking about the potato room? Is that really what's happening right now? You guys are still talking about the potato room? The bridge, the wheelhouse, the wheelhouse. Correct. So this area that we are at right now, this is the Titanic's bridge and wheelhouse. That is exactly where we are right now. This right here is one of the Titanic's helms and the only helm that is still on the ship. Oh, can we scan this?
Perfect.
Thank you. But yes, here is the ship's helm. And then the navigation bridge would have stretched out to right around here. Navigation bridge went out to about right here. And went out over the A-deck promenade, which is right here. So, yeah, the full bridge would have been about to this point. Yeah, so that shows how much of it's just completely gone now. Completely gone. Let's see. Let's see. Sound Jesse says, hey, Sam, can you show us where the Titanic swimming pool is located? I can get as close to it as possible, but it's not in this game. But this right here would have been the A-deck promenade, and there would have been some cabins right here, and I'm pretty sure... Is this the window that they sent one of the ROVs in the Ghost of the Abyss expedition? So, like, one of these windows, it has broken glass, and they actually sent an ROV in through that, which is pretty nuts because they have a tether. You know, the tether that's actually connected to this ROV. And if they severed that, then, yeah, it would have been gone. Let's see. Let's see. Ham says, Sam, who was your favorite American president? That's a tough one. If I had to pick one, probably Lincoln. If I had to guess. Probably Lincoln. That was... Did you guys know that there is an actual video of... So back in the 1950s, there was this show where they would bring people on and they would talk to them about, like basically the show was they would bring someone on who witnessed a big event from history, okay? And there was this guy that was brought on to the show in the 50s, and he was in his 90s at the time, okay? So, this guy, who is on video, okay? Believe it or not, he was actually in the movie theater when Lincoln got shot, and he actually saw it happen. And when I saw that video, I just couldn't believe it. Like, there's actually someone on video that was a witness to that awful disaster. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, especially for something that happened so long ago. But Mr. History says, I have a secret wisdom. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I have a secret. But yeah, but there was somebody on video that actually saw that happen. Kayla says, Sam, did you know that Lincoln died the same day? Yes, I did. I tell you, April is just like a bad month. It's just like a very unlucky month. I feel like we're doing more talking than rec exploration right now. All right, guys, pop quiz. What is significant about this space right here? What is significant about this space right here? What was this? What was this right here? What was this? What was this space right here? Captain's bathtub. Wrong! This space that I am looking at is not Captain Smith's bathtub. That is not this space. Benika says, Captain Smith's room. Boom! Booyah! There you go. Captain Smith. Guys, Captain Smith's bathtub is right here. Okay, it's not right here. So you guys need to get your facts straight. You guys need to learn this stuff. The bathtub's right here. Not right here. Remember that. Remember that. Oh, we got another super chat. Simba5, thank you. Hey, Sam, is it possible to see the iceberg damage on the wreck today? Just wondering. Also, can you answer why the docking bridge is gone from the stern? The docking bridge is gone because that part of the deck actually, like, flipped up and caused it to collapse and break apart. But, wait, what else did it do? What was the rest of that? Is it possible to see the iceberg damage on the wreck today? So, all right, we're going to go take a look at that again. Because I have looked for the iceberg damage before, and I can't find it. Like, some people say that they think they can see it, but now most of the iceberg damage that, like, really sunk the ship is buried under all this mud and gunk, so you can't see that. But there should be... Where are we? The first funnel's right about there, so... There should be some iceberg damage visible right along here, but I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything here that that I could say is iceberg damage. Like, some people, like, there's some, like, openings in the hull here and there, but I mean, I don't see anything. It could just be it's right there. I don't see it. All right, we're going in closer, but I don't see any iceberg. I don't see any iceberg damage. Like, this just looks like glitches in the game to me. I don't see... I mean, I don't see any... Like, this doesn't look any different than anything else. Like, look at what we're doing right now. Isn't that splintering? Is that splintering, or is it just the way... Because, look, all of the hull looks like this. All of the hull looks like this. So, I don't know if that would be actual splintering or not. Simba10, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, so I'm curious on what destroyed the bridge wings that were on the front of the ship. If I had to guess, I would say it was the hydrodynamic forces of the water rushing past it as the stern was heading, or as the, as the bow was heading to the bottom, all that water rushing past it. I'd say that ripped them off, or they just decayed and fell off over time. But that's one of the two options there. Funnel fell on the dive. Yeah, that's also possible. The funnel did collapse on it, at least the starboard side one. But yeah, see, it's impossible for me to say that this is iceberg damage, because it's just, look at how the model looks. Jeez, that's spooky. Look at that. We're passing portholes. That is spooky. Here, let's turn up the difficulty to ultra. Look at that. You can't even see the ship. Look at that. You can't even see how far back it is. You're just seeing these portholes. You can barely... All right, let's go all the way to the bottom. I don't think you could even see the top of the ship. No, you can't. Look, even from the bottom, you can't see the... You can't even see the top of the ship. That's just how dark it is down here. It looks like a giant wall that goes on forever in both directions. Look at that. That's crazy. Let's see here. Sam has to hurry up and have children. What are you talking about? Well, me and I'd say I'll probably have some kids on the way next year, by the end of next year. I know I won't have any kids next year, but probably in 2027 if I had to guess. Let's see. All right. Coming up. All right, we're gonna re-engage. We're also running out of time. For whatever reason, it didn't give me a lot of time. Let's go ahead and go to... I'll get as close as I can to the swimming pool. We'll do that real quick. Ozzy says, your sister is having baby too. Yep, I will have a nephew, another nephew here very shortly. In probably a couple of weeks, I will have another nephew. All right, we're heading down. So, like, you can't, even on the real wreck, you can't get to the swimming pool because it's behind a watertight bulkhead. But, and we can't access it. But as far as, so we're heading down the grand staircase.
You break it, you buy it.
Sorry. Oh, there goes my camera. There we go. But yeah, so we're going down, and this is about as far as we can get. Like, oh, I think I'm about to. All right, if I break this sub, I'm gonna blame you guys. But yeah, this is as far as we can get. We can't really go anywhere inside of the ship. This is pretty much it. But this would probably be D deck, if I had to guess. You can see some chandeliers, though. There's some chandeliers hanging there.
I wouldn't expect less from you.
Grand staircase, uptake casing. Yeah, so there's some chandeliers. Here's some of the wooding. Here's some of the wood paneling that would still be there. But yeah. Implosion imminent. Right, Maritime. Right. All right, we're moving up now. Up, we got another super chat. 200 ARS. I'm not sure what currency that is, but thank you so much. Is it true that the Titanic swimming pool is still full to this day? That would be incredible. Joking aside, are you in favor of recovering artifacts from inside the shipwreck? It depends, and it depends. So. Typically, the way RMS Titanic Inc. has done things in the past, which is 200 ARS is equivalent. What country is that? What country is that? I don't. What currency is that from? But thank you so much for the super chat. Basically, if the way they've handled it in the past is any objects that were thrown from the wreck as it was falling to the bottom of the ocean. Argentine peso. Ah, okay, Argentina. Okay, cool, Argentina. I have another friend from, I have a friend who lives in Argentina. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. So, if objects were thrown from the ship when it was hanging to the bottom, those are the items that they recovered, all right? Objects that are within the ship, they kept it. They didn't want to recover it, just out of respect for the wreck. For the most part, I agree with that. But if there are some special circumstances, then I would be okay with them taking some things from inside the wreck, just for the preservation of the history, like what they were talking about with the Marconi wireless, which is right around here. They were actually talking about trying to get in there and get the radio, which honestly wouldn't be that hard to do, because like it's literally right here underneath this roof. And think about how important that history is to the story of Titanic and what that would do. Like, that would help us remember the story of the ship so much more. If it was kept in a museum and on public display and not sold into a private collection, I would be okay with them taking that out. But for the most part, I think they should leave the ship alone. That's what I think. Thank you so much for the super chat. Simba 10, thank you so much. Hey Sam, it's the James Cameron movie that really made me so fascinated with the Titanic. You and me both, buddy. That's what got me into it as well. Oh. Guys, it was not my fault. I promise. Actually, I know what happened. I ran out of time. It was not my fault. But yes, it was the same with me. It was absolutely the same thing with me. It was the James Cameron film that got me into the Titanic when I was a kid. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the 10, man. Cube 5, thank you. No comment, but I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Do you guys want to go back to the bow, or do you want to go to the stern? Oh, did an ad play? Ad. Oh, okay. Do you guys want to go back to the bow, or do you want to go back to the stern? Everybody's saying ad. Sorry, guys. Unskippable ad. Oh, my gosh. Okay. What would you guys like? Would you guys like to go back to the... All right, you know what? Bow, D-deck, gangway door, wherever you prefer. Well, I'm not done with the bow yet since we kind of ran out of time, so let's go back there for a minute. We'll set it for easy. But don't worry, we will go to the stern. There we go. Oh, we got more time this time. I guess the game just randomly assigns you a time limit, which I guess I don't, like, how long have I been left? 20 minutes? Okay, and now this time we've got 35 minutes. Okay, so whatever. Let's see here. Oh, did I miss a super chat or? Oh, here we go. Yes, I did. We got another 5 from Simba. I've wondered, is it possible to cover any of the anchors or propellers? Maybe? I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but that would be very, very hard. I mean, they'd be, like, completely frozen to the ship by now with all the rust and debris. But, I mean, I think they should stay where they are. I think that's such a big part of the wreck. I think that they should stay where they are, personally.
Perfect.
Boom. We're passing the anchor crane. Let's see here. Anchor's too heavy. Well, they recovered the Lusitania's anchors, so I mean, granted, Lusitania and Titanic are at 2 vastly different depths, but I'm not going to say that it's absolutely impossible. Just saying. All right, we're moving forward now. Let's see here. Hey, Sam, could you go to the Marconi room? And I also want to say congrats on the nephew. I've also been here since 2022. I would like to join. I'm 15, so don't listen. Don't ever feel like any like obligation to like do super chats or whatever. Like, just from being here, you're supporting me. So thank you so much. Any of you that do super chats, you're going above and beyond, but never feel any pressure for that. So just from being here, you're supporting me, and it means the world. So thank you so much. But you're 15 and into these old shipwrecks and stuff like that. That's awesome. I love it when, you know, the next generation is into this stuff. Trust me, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure my niece and nephew are into this stuff as well. But I appreciate you. Titanic Trevor says, I want to be like you when I grow up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That means a lot. That absolutely means a lot. React to more infographic show. Guys, level with me. I do my best to make these videos talking about the history of all these shipwrecks and da-da-da-da-da-da. Why do you want me to torture myself? Why? What is so fun for you guys to watch me absolutely get so angry at all the bullcrap videos that make all this nonsense and fake history? Why do you guys want me to do all that? Huh? Why do you guys like to watch? Because it's funny. Gas. AKO. Whoa. You know I'm playing with you guys, right? Because it's entertainment. We like to see you rage. Chill. Crash. It's hilarious. Calm down, sir. That's funny. That's funny. Did I see another super historic crash out? Let's see. Ad. Oh, hey again. Thank you so much for the Thank you so much again for the super chat. Do you have any videos or live streams on your channel playing Honor and Glory? It would be amazing to hear your comments and interesting facts about the ship. I tried playing and my video card almost melted. Yeah, that can happen. You need a kind of beefy system to run this stuff. Yes, I have done that in the past. I haven't done it recently, but I have done it in the past. I mean, we could go and do that. Like, what do you guys want me to jump over into Demo 401? We could go ahead and do that if you guys would like to. We could switch over to Demo 401 and explore the ship. We could do that if you guys would like to. Would you guys like to do that? D-Deck Gangway Door time. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, let's go check out the D-Deck Gangway Door. Let's head to the D-Deck Gangway Door. Indingo 2, thank you so much, man. Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a while. Is this on PS5? Probably not, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100%. Hey, look who's here. It's Millie. Hey, Millie, hope you are doing well. Hey, remember earlier I said I have a friend down in Argentina? Well, that's her. Millie is in Argentina. That's my friend that's down there. Hi, Millie. Hope you're doing well and enjoying the summer down there because it's winter up here. So, Millie. Let's see here. Board 65 SEK, thank you so much. I would love this to be a multiplayer game and explore together with others. Yes, that would be really, really cool if it was. Yes. Hawkeye, hello. Hi, Millie. It's me. Hi, Millie. Hope you're doing well. All right, D-Deck Gangway Door. D-Deck Gangway Door. Right there. Right there it is. There is the opening. Millie, you too, Sam. Glad to see you too. Thanks, Millie. Hope you're doing well. Right there is the D-deck gangway door that I made a video about here recently. Right there. But yes, so we still don't know exactly what happened to that. By the way, I did see a comment in my live stream because I did ask where the D-deck gangway door was, and apparently it's in a traveling Titanic exhibit over in Poland right now. That's what somebody said anyway, but I read that in the comments. I'm like, that's interesting. So it's like in a traveling Titanic exhibit. Let's see here. Ozzy says, Sam, do you have a drunken raccoon in your... Yeah, so that was an incident that happened. Apparently a raccoon got drunk and went a little bit crazy. Hang on. But I think that was in Virginia, not West Virginia. Drunk raccoon. That wasn't in my state.
Broke into a Virginia store, was caught by police.
Yeah, here it is.
In the bathroom. It gets even better. That burglar was arrested.
So yes, this actually did happen. It broke in and drank all that alcohol. And they found it passed out drunk in the bathroom. That is so funny. That is so funny. Can you imagine the guy who owns that liquor store goes in and sees that? That is so funny. That is so funny. I can tell you one thing, guys. Charles Jalkin would be proud. I'm actually crying. That is so funny. I'm actually crying right now. Charles Jalkin on a Friday night. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see here. Oh, we got a couple more super chats. Sorry, guys. Oh, gosh. That was so funny. Caught in the bathroom. I don't know how to say your name. Skur? How deep is the bow keeled buried in the ocean floor? Thank you so much for the 2. We got another 4 from Jessica. Thank you so much. No comment, though. All the way up to the anchor. So from the bottom of the ship all the way up to the anchor is how deep it's dug in. So very, very, very deep. It's way over there somewhere, but you can see how it's kind of popping up over there. But yeah, incredibly, incredibly deep. Incredibly. Thank you so much for the super chat. And you know, something else that's crazy is, you know, when I was first looking at the wreck, I got a little confused about the A-deck promenade, you know, because it's stretched way, way back, a lot further back than what you see today. But this is just where it's collapsed. I was like, why? Because I thought the A-deck promenade went to about the midship point, and it did, the enclosed area. It did. It's just all of this has completely collapsed over time. You know what? That would be a really, really cool shot. Let me see what happens here. All right, we're going to go into the A-deck promenade. Well, I don't think I can get in there. I think there's a barrier. I think that they did that. But that would be a really, really cool shot. I don't think I can get in here, though. And no, there's a wall. Yeah, there's a barrier there. That would be a really cool shot, though, to look down the A-deck promenade. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. What is my favorite part of the Titanic? Probably the grand staircase, or maybe the very front of the ship, the prow. But, yeah. Probably the grand staircase would be my favorite room on board the ship. Alright, guys. Pop quiz. What is this right here? What is this part of the ship right here? What is this? What is this right here? What is this right here? Let's see here. Another super chat. 200 ARS again. Thank you so much. The latest version of Honor and Glory makes 60% of the ship's interior available. We want the potato room. That would be amazing. That's the Christmas present we want. You playing the latest 401. Right. Thank you so much. Expansion joint, expansion joint, expansion joint. Good job, guys. Good job, good job, good job. Forward expansion joint. Correct. There's another lifeboat, dabbit. Man, just seeing how damaged this is. Listen, a lot of people have asked me, like, how will the Titanic decay over time? And, like, what's going to happen to it? Well, it's going to slowly collapse over time. And you can use this as kind of an example of seeing how the collapse will play out. You can see how the hull is, like, buckling and bulging out and everything. This is exactly how it's going to collapse over time. Right here. Look at that. See how it's like curving and warping? You never see the ship from these angles, so it's really crazy to look at this. Let's see here. Titanic Honor says, Sam, what's your favorite ship, bro? I still want to be like you when I grow up. Thank you. My favorite ship? I wonder what's my favorite ship. I absolutely wonder what ship is my favorite. I have no idea. Like the ship that I'm exploring right now, I have no idea what ship is my absolute favorite. The boating McBoatface. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And here we are passing the boilers. We're coming up on the boilers right now. These are the boilers from boiler room number 2. You know, I'm amazed that these things are in as good condition as they are and that there wasn't any kind of, like, implosion events with these or explosion events. They probably would have exploded when the water hit them, but here's all the steam lines and the piping. Just completely mangled and destroyed. Queen Mary, I would... Yeah, Queen Mary is probably my second favorite ship just because I have a little bit of a connection to the ship. A very, very loose connection, but I do. And probably Queen Mary, yeah, if I had to guess. Alright, guys, so since we've done our passover of the bow, which would you guys like to do now? Would you guys like me to jump over to Demo 401? Or would you guys like to go and explore the stern? What would you guys like to do next? Here, let's, we're gonna do this as a poll. Let's see here. Start a poll. Explore stern or Demo 401. Let's see here. Stern 401. You guys decide. Start a poll. There we go. You guys decide what we do next. Explore stern or Demo 401. Stern 401, 401. Wow. 69, 70. Look at that. Okay. All right. Well, I think it's pretty much unanimous. All right. There we go. Everybody wants the stern. Okay. Option 3 should be to watch Brightside. On YouTube? You want me to watch Brightside live?
The lookout shouts, "Iceberg right ahead!" The Titanic strikes the ice. Water starts flowing.
No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I know you guys heard it, but nope. 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 I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just. I physically cannot mentally handle that. Okay. I just can't. Actually, let's watch it, please. I physically cannot handle that. So we're just gonna cruise along. We're just gonna don't do it, please. Sam, stay on the bright side. Sam, you need to. How about a trade? All right. If I load up Brightside, okay? If I load it up and we watch a Brightside, Maritime History has to say that everything that Brightside says in the video is historically accurate. Maritime has to force himself to admit that every single thing that they say in the video is correct. That's what Maritime has to do if in exchange for me to I will try. Extension. Oh, is that what happens if you... Hang on a second. Before we jump out, I'd like to... I did not know that that's what would happen if we tried to... So the stern is that way. The stern is over there. Like, I haven't come, like, over this far before to look around. But so that's what happens if you go outside of range. I'm actually curious about what debris there is around the wreck. Let's, hang on. Let's do this real quick. Okay, so there's the wreck. There's not much out here. The game doesn't go too far out... past the actual wreck, but yeah, just some scattered bits here and there. Just some scattered stuff here and there. Are you guys still arguing about the... Alright, you know what? We're going back to the stern. Alright, back to the start screen. There we go. All right, play. Stern, easy. There we go. Nope. The ROV can handle a payload of up to 250 kilograms. Interesting. All right, here we are. We are at the stern. React to be amazed. I'm good. So somebody asked about the docking bridge. Yeah, it would have been like right here. So whatever's left of it is underneath all of this. So yeah, it would have been like right here though. Sam, did you know that aliens sunk the Titanic? Really now? So here we are passing over the poop deck. And there's the memorial plaque from the Ghost of the Abyss expedition that we talked about. And we're passing over the bent up railing, or the bent up decking. So all of this was bent and warped as the stern fell to the bottom. Let's see here. We got that, we got that one, we got that one. Sam, in 2027, they want to raise some of the Titanic spoilers from the debris field. That would be interesting. Can they do that? Like, can they lift up something that heavy? So right here would have been this would have been like the third class common area, like the general room and all that. And this is where, so I actually did try to do a little bit of research on this spot because there's a story that a woman who, that there was a woman playing the piano for her infant child near the end of the sinking. That somebody saw her playing the piano during the ship's final moments and was in this area. There was a piano just directly back here. But yeah, so I was trying to find some information about her, but unfortunately there's not a lot of info just from the fact that that happened. But yeah, so there was some stuff about that. The docking bridge might have been destroyed or shredded. Yeah, that's also possible. And whatever's left got buried when the whole thing collapsed. And so right here, we're passing over the stern's cargo areas. So these are what's left of the cargo hatches for the stern. Oh, there's the second one right there. So that tells us that we're over the aft well deck right now. We're over the aft well deck right now. Gregory says, hey, Sam, thanks for everything. See you later. See you later. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Michelle says, should they bring up the Titanic's propellers? I wouldn't. I think they should be left, but I don't even know if they could get them out. Ad. Oh, another ad play. I'm not watching for the ads. I'm a little distracted at the moment. So we're moving forward. We're moving forward right now. Jessica says, I just joined the Discord server. Awesome, Jessica. Thank you so much. We're moving forward. And this is the one part of the stern section that actually looks to be more or less intact. And right here is the only bit of decking from the stern that's actually intact. Now, all of the wood that made up the Titanic's deck, it's been gone a long time. But yeah, this is the steel that would have been under it that they would have put the wood on top of. So yeah, we're actually sitting on the one part of the stern that is still somewhat intact. Man, to see it from this angle and to see these different perspectives, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. They're corrosion resistant, I guess. K-Hart says, people would definitely say aliens abducted them or done something during maritime history. Yeah, I guess. You know, there's actually a story out there that, and I don't know if it's true or not, but they say that an old clipper ship, like from the 14 or 1500s, actually got struck by a meteor when it was crossing the Atlantic. Again, I don't know if that's true or not, but can you imagine being on an old sailing ship and a meteor comes out of the sky and slams into your ship and sinks it? Yeah, like again, I don't know if that's true, but it is something. I think I saw that in a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, to be honest. Michelle says, where are the Titanic's funnels? They decayed a very long time ago. Bits and pieces of them are still there, but they were made of very thin metal, so they would have decayed pretty quick. And right here, we are over where funnel 4 would have been. This is the hole where funnel 4 would have been located, it's all completely mangled and destroyed. So yeah, people ask why we don't explore the interior of the stern. Well, this is why. This is why. There's not really anything to explore. It's all crushed and collapsed. San Jose says, if they were to get the propellers, they would wait until the stern fully collapsed and rusted away, then cut the shaft to bring them up. Maybe 2060 or 2070. Yeah, possibly. All right, now we're passing over the reciprocating steam engines. I wonder if I can... Okay, so this is a do as I say, not as I do. I'm going to try to maneuver my ROV. Do this opening right here. totally don't see any problem with what I'm doing.
Careful.
Oh. And I pulled it off. Look at that. I actually did. Oh, that's cool. The tether. Oh, no, never mind. But I got it through. Look at that. And there's the Titanic's 2 massive reciprocating steam engines. There we are. Let's see here. We got that, we got that, we got that one. Cube says, hey Sam, you should do a collab video with Mike Brady from Ocean Line Designs. I'd be open to, but the problem is me and him live on different parts of the world. It's the morning where he is, and it's nighttime here, so it's a little hard for us to communicate. I talked to him a little bit here and there, but I haven't talked to Mike in a while. Looks like Ken. Yeah, oh yeah. And don't forget, these engines are 3 stories tall. That's one thing that you kind of lose when you look at these old shipwrecks is the scale. You know, but these things are absolutely massive. So there's the Titanic's double bottom. And here is the massive reciprocating steam engines. Look at... I think something's wrong with the back of this. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna make an adjustment here. Something's wrong with this chair. Luckily, I have a spare. I have a spare. Oh. I have a spare chair. Oh, that's much better. Okay, that is like way better. Okay. Yeah, my back was starting to hurt. There's a bolt or something missing with the back of this chair. It's like the seat, like the back is loose. So, there we go. All right. I want a spare chair. Right. Caleb says, Sam, did you name Rosie after Rose from Titanic? No, I did not. I actually didn't even have that thought when I named Rosie. What I did with her was, my first golden retriever, her name was Daisy. She died when I was 24, 25. And I liked the flower thing, like the flower naming thing, like Daisy, Rosie. So that's how that name kind of came to be. Maritime's like, here we go again. Yeah, yeah. Maritime says, imagine if the chair breaks. So, is there anything on the stern you guys would like me to check out? Is there anything in particular you guys would like me to take a look at? Man, look at how the hull just broke away and fell apart here. That's absolutely crazy. Everything. Maritime. Does anybody know exactly what this is? Because one person told me that this was a condenser, but I don't know for certain what that is. Damage. Right. Cafe Parisienne's location. Let me see here. Hawkeye says, Sam, did they find the engines that fell out during the breakup? You mean where they were cut off? I would imagine they're in the jumbled up metal that is Tower 1 and Tower 2. I don't think they would be that much intact, but that is indeed the condenser. Okay, so that's what that is. That's the condenser right there. All right, cool. Thank you for confirming that. Cafe Parisienne. It would have probably been, get out of the way, Tether. It probably would have been right around here if I had to guess. Yeah, right around here. Check to see if the swimming pool still... That's in the bow. It's not the stern. It's in the bow, not the stern. All right? All right. So, unfortunately, I cannot do that. I cannot do that. All right, guys. So, I think that pretty much wraps up everything that we'd take a look at over here. We could... Here, let's see. Uh, 401. There we go. What I was actually thinking about us checking out later after I did save this, but if you guys would rather us see Demo 401, I totally didn't have a plan to launch this afterwards, but if you guys would rather have Demo 401, then we can do that. But yes, I was totally not planning to do this after the fact. Oh gosh. All right, let's do this. All right, launching Demo 401. Mega demo. There we go. So this is the demo where you can explore the Titanic from Honor and Glory. Time, let's do daytime, first class, begin. All right, what would you guys like to see? Where would you guys like to go in Demo 401? What would you guys like to see and do? Long live the bright side video. Long live the bright side video. I want to see B deck, the potato room. All right, let's go up to the let's go over here first. All right. So this is the first class dining room. I don't think we can get into the galley. The galley was directly behind here, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the first class kitchen was directly back here. The swimming pool. But yeah, so this is the first class dining room where Jack and Rose had dinner with everybody. The swimming pool, the swimming pool. But yes, this is the first class dining room. Is it just me? JL says, is it just me or did the Titanic have the worst decor, even for 19? Are you serious right now? Did you really just say that? No, I thought Titanic was a beautiful ship. I think she's had okay, all right. Tell me something. Tell me something. Are you one of those people that thinks that the green grand staircase on Olympic looked good? I think you're one of those people that thinks that the green grand staircase was an improvement to the Olympic. Am I right? Am I right? Despite the fact that it was an abomination to the Olympic and everything the ships stand for. All right, now we're moving down into E deck. And if you wanted to see the swimming pool, F deck. So, this watertight door right here, this is the reason why we can't access the swimming pool. Because it was shut during the sinking. We do have testimony about that. Because when the water was actually coming down these stairs and flooding, there was a guy down here who saw it happening, and he went and shut this watertight door before he left. And there's the swimming pool. Absolutely beautiful for the pool. I think it's just crazy that ships back then had this. Very, very cool. Can I go for a swim? I cannot. But there's the swimming pool. All right, we're moving on. And here is the Turkish bath, which is still in remarkably good condition on the wreck today. Like all these tiles and everything, like they're still there. It's absolutely beautiful and crazy how much of the Turkish bath is absolutely still intact to this day. Right. I forgot that was there. Are you guys a little freaked out by what the? Why? What is this? Titanic, but it's horror? What's that? Okay, so, for those of you that don't know, what? Yeah, this is a reference to a very old Titanic game called Titanic Adventure Out of Time, where a guy gets electrocuted in the Turkish bath. Hold on, let me see if I can... let's see here. YouTube. Titanic Adventure Out of Time is a very old Titanic game from the 90s. Titanic Adventure Out of Time. Out of Time. Turkish Bath Shock. Let's see if I can find it. No. Anyway, bottom line is it's a very, very old Titanic game. And a guy gets electrocuted basically in the Turkish bath.
It is not good, I think, on a ship as big as the Titanic.
Yeah, so,
Good night.
See? What did I tell you? What did I say? Them too. Up to something, I'd say. The brainy kid gives me...
yeah,
What a grind.
this is Titanic Adventure Out of Time.
She's a looker, I tell you. Come on, let's hit the smoking room. I'll introduce you to Riviera. What do you say?
That looks like an Enigma machine. Legitimately, that looks like a... It looks like an Enigma machine. But yeah, anyway, a guy gets electrocuted in this. It's like a murder mystery or espionage kind of game. The sinking, the way they portray the sinking is wait, what is this? Oh, I remember this, because I played this back in the day. Yeah, you're trying to defuse a bomb while the ship is sinking. Does he do it? Is he going to do it? Okay, what are you doing, buddy? Are you going to do anything? Just throw it out into the ocean. Yeah, I know. Oh, he needs the key. He's locked in his cabin. Why he doesn't just break down the door, I don't... Oh. Uh-oh. 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 You better, We're all just watching. He's got 20 seconds. Why are you taking so much time? Are you trying to be dramatic? Is that what's happening here? Oh, I guess he did it. Oh, okay. I guess he did it. Okay. Anyway, so here's the sinking. Let's take a look at how the sinking is portrayed in this game.
Smoking rooms. Goodness, I do believe I hear.
What's with her eyes?
Perhaps we can play a few hands with that Frenchman. Henry, I do think we should stay here with the boats. Blast it all, Ribena. Pitch yourself in. I say, old bean, coming with.
Is that how they talked back then?
Do get in. We so enjoy the company. Hoist a leg, old bean. In you go.
Tell them we did our best. Tell them.
Are we really all just sitting here watching this right now? Are we? It's strangely fascinating. I don't think that's how the ship actually sank, but... Well, that is definitely historically accurate. That's also very historically accurate. Okay, so when the stern was sticking up into the air, that's when the Grand Staircase dome imploded? Okay, alright, alright, alright. So, while the stern was sticking straight up, that's when the Grand Staircase flooded. Okay, noted. Noted. Yep, this is how Titanic sank. Yeah, right, noted, noted, noted. So, the stern went back and... Okay, so that's the breakup. Oh, wait. They got that right. They got that detail right. Look. Look. Wait. They actually got the fourth funnel. The fourth funnel remained standing. They actually got that detail right, so... Okay. Well, that's unsettling. Okay. I don't think she sank that fast. Don't think that that's right. Okay. 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 I mean, wait, what? Okay, okay, that's a pretty cool shot, but yeah. Anyway, so that's Titanic Adventure Out of Time. And this right here is a reference to that game. That's what that is. Okay. That's what that is. I gotta say that for Windows 95 and everything, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Still better than AI generation. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Okay, now we're walking down this corridor. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Wait a second, guys. All right. So, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret, okay? There is actually a really, really cool Easter egg hidden in this game, okay? Did you know that you can actually get into the potato room? All right? There is a way to sneak into the potato room in this game, all right? So, check this out, all right? So, here's what you have to do, okay? You've got to walk down this corridor, okay? Now, the potato room is right here behind this door, okay? So that's the potato room, all right? Okay? So, look, you have to go, you have to stand right over here, go in this hallway, you have to move right here, stand right here, and then you have to hit the pause button, all right? And then pause, resume, and then while it is paused... Sorry, guys. Not cool. No. LMAO. Sam, why? What a guy. Camera fell. Yes, it fell because I was laughing. I was really waiting for that. How dare you? Why do you think I was doing the pause and unpause? Because I had to go and get the video set up. Why did you do that? Hey, I got you. You got to admit I got you on that one. You seriously rickrolled us. Oh, my ribs. My ribs actually hurt. Bravo, bravo. Oh, that was so funny. Oh, sorry. I had to do it. I had to do it, guys. I had to do it. I had to do it. Why did Steam VR start up? Okay, that was funny. That was funny. Oh, was there a super chat? Oh, my bad. Let's go back. Yeah, sorry about that. I missed your super chat. Addison again, thank you. If it weren't for the iceberg, do you think the Titanic would be here today? I don't think so, because all ships of the time sank during the Great War, and if she had survived, they would have sold her and scrapped. Yes, she would have. So they actually, if Titanic hadn't sunk, we wouldn't remember her. You know, she would have just been another famous ship from history. What made Titanic so famous was the sinking. But honestly, Titanic would have either been sunk in World War I, or if she would have survived, she probably would have been scrapped. Honestly, she might have survived World War II, because Olympic was scrapped in the mid-30s, right before War II. But honestly, I think that if Olympic would have survived a little longer, up to World War II really getting going, they probably wouldn't have scrapped Olympic. They probably would have kept her and used her as a hospital ship or a cruiser during World War II. That's my theory anyway. I mean, it's all reliable, I think. But yeah, so I think that if Olympic would have made it a little bit longer, she wouldn't have been scrapped. So honestly, if Titanic had survived, I would say Titanic would have probably been scrapped in like the late 40s, like after World War II was over, because I bet they would have used her during World War II. Yeah, I think that's what would have happened. I think that's what would have happened. Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, hey, you know what? I'm getting a little bit tired, so we did jump into Demo 401. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream here. So this was a ton of fun. We'll do a Titanic SOS Let's Play next time. Actually, you know what? Wait. Hold on. Before we go, let's see what's going on. Let's jump in and see where we're at. If we're near the end, hold on, hang on, wait. Before we go, before I sign off, let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at. Maritime Interactive. Hello. Are we sinking? I can't tell. I think we are. I think we're early into the sinking. Hello. Here's my dude. All right, let's go see what's going on. What time is it? Yeah, we're sinking. It's early in, but we are sinking. This game is so cool. Did I just see water? Yes. Okay, so the swimming pool, the Turkish bath, all that's gone. Did they shut the watertight door? They did. Okay. They did. There's somebody walking by with a watermelon on his head. Okay, whatever. Hello. Hello. And here comes the water. Yep, so. But yep, absolutely great game. Absolutely fantastic game right here. I guess we're already past the funnel's venting out steam. Or wait, what time is it? Yeah, the funnel should be venting steam by now. Or it's past that anyway. And no one... Oh! It just started? Well, that's not right, but okay. That should happen much, much earlier. Okay, whatever. Very cool. Cool. All right, everybody. Well, hey, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the evening. So, guys, thank you guys so much for all the support. This was a ton of fun. Absolutely great live stream. Thank you guys so much. Everybody did super chat. Thank you guys so much. Everybody did regular comments. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next week in a normal live stream. All right, everybody. Well, hey, you all take care, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.